Things you do with night vision, episode 4, 3. I can't even remember. More of a part 2. A couple years ago, we put a PEC 15 on a Red Ryder BB gun. I'll throw some footage up, overlay. Super cool, works super great. But as some of you know, at the end of last year, beginning of this year, I dove headfirst into a little corner, a little niche in this industry, and that's air guns. Now, when you hear about air guns, you think, oh, you know, paintball or like the pellet guns that you buy at Walmart or Red Ryder BB guns, but that couldn't be further from the truth. So I'm going to show you some of the pellet guns that I have, and then we're going to throw a PEC 15 and a clip-on night vision device and go shoot some things in the dark, because that's what we do. Things we do with night vision. All right, so check it out. This is my first pellet gun. This is an RTI P3, super fun, okay? The cool thing about these is these aren't considered firearms. And what does that mean? It means it came to my door like this. They call, in their side of the industry, they call their suppressors moderators. These things are super quiet. And you can be smoking little small game out to like 250 yards on just in your backyard. What got me into this is I honestly found a couple YouTube pages of some South African dudes, again, just smoking all sorts of things, pigeons, rats, all the way out to 250 yards. And in that YouTube rabbit hole, I found this company called Utah Airguns, and they actually reached out to me, like Project Monarch stuff, and said, hey, we got something super cool that we've been working on, and we want to get it in your hands. And that's what we're gonna look at for today, and things you can do with night vision. This is what they sent me. How freaking rad is this? This is the FX DRS Tactical from Utah Airguns. These guys hooked it up and sent me one of these things to play with. So the cool thing about this one compared to that other one is this actually has a fully integrated top rail. There's a lot of people like myself who have been into nods, night vision, lights and lasers for a number of years on the firearm side of things. That your life just gets busy. I got kids, I got a job, right? Where I don't get out to use all that stuff all that often, but you get a pellet gun that you're allowed to shoot in your backyard out to 250, 300 yards with a fully integrated top rail that allows you to put lights and lasers on it and stuff like that. This is the best of both worlds, okay? So this is what they sent me. It came out a couple days ago and it is spectacular. It's only like, I wanna say 6-7 pounds, super light, super quiet. This one, the cocking lever's on the other side. Listen to this. It's way quieter than the other one. And again, it's pushing pellets out to like 980 feet per second. So smoking pigeons off telephone poles, smoking rabbits in the backyard out to 250 yards, does it flawlessly. But today, like I said, part 2 of that Red Ryder BB gun kind of special is we're gonna throw a PEC 15 on it and go plink it in the backyard. And also, cool thing is we have one of these guys, clip-on night vision device. We're gonna see if we could take this out to 250, 300 yards, just right here in the backyard. So let's get the thing all set up. All right, let's mount the PEC 15. If you remember when we had the Red Ryder BB gun, we used like a Picatinny rail section and some zip ties. Cool thing about this, again, fully integrated top rail. Okay, it took me a second to realize that these were not M-lock slots. Maybe in the future they'll come out with something like that. That way you can run your PEC on the side. But that's the cool thing about this rifle, this setup, is it allows us to, people who, like myself, who have been into nods, that have been into clip-ons and things like that for some time, who want to get into this setup right out of the box is the best of both worlds, right? It allows you to kind of mount, you have all those same mounting options, right, that you have, unlike this one, where you don't have any top rail. You can mount a PEC on the side, but you don't have any top rail integration or anything like that. So let's just mount this PEC up, and we'll have to take it off in the future. I'll probably run a diving board That way I can run a PEC as well as a clip-on. But as of right now, we'll just take it off. And we're only taking this thing out to 200 yards or so, so I doubt you'll need any sort of real illumination. But we'll see. Boom. Zeroed the laser to the reticle. That thing is freaking dope. And it's zeroed to the RMR. This, like I said, I couldn't be happier with this setup. I think this is going to be that, like, and I've said it a handful of times, that like transitional piece that a lot of people can bear with, right? Zero learning curve. Fit and finish looks just like an AR. The furniture I put on comes with different furniture, but I put my own B5 stock and Magpul grip on here, but man, I couldn't be happier. This thing is super awesome. I'm super stoked. Let's go shoot it. Okay, we're on the side of the house. That's the cool thing with this thing. You can't do this with the 22. You can't do this with a 5.56 or a 9 or anything like that, unless you got actual land. Just gonna put the visible laser right down there on a little like wheelbarrow. Rack it. Take it off safe. Smacked it. Let's go check it out. That's the cool thing about these. At the end of the day, it's a pellet gun, right? You can't do that with a 22. We're over here on the side of the yard. Smacked it right there in the middle. Didn't go through. Okay. FX DRS Tactical from Utah Airguns. That bridges that gap. We're running night vision. We're gonna run clip-ons here in a minute. But can you run a PEC 15 on a pellet gun? The answer is yes, and you should. Let's go actually put some nods on, shoot this, then put the clip on. This thing's awesome. Okay, small change of plans. It always happens. I put my actual binos on and they're broken. They don't work. So if any of you out there know, when you use a DT/NVS, turn it on, all you get is 2 flashing lights. I have no idea what it means. So we ditched the PEC. We'll get that content another day. We went straight to clip on. We have a silhouette out there, maybe 50, 60 yards. Let's start plinking. Let's turn on my reticle. Dude, doesn't get any cooler than that. So not only can you mount a PEC 15 to a pellet gun, but you can mount a clip-on night vision device. This is the PVS 30. It doesn't get any better than that, dude. Again, you're plinking in your backyard, bridges that gap, fully integrated top rail. Let's keep doing that. That's so fun. That's it.